Dearest Diary, it's me, Doric. Well, we've got everyone back together. Guy has joined us at the hot and cold, and we've decided that we would make our way to his family farm. While we were there, he did give us apparently some potions that he had made to give us some extra magic for a few days. We look forward to seeing how that goes. And yes, he writes out in the notes there. As we approach the village that Guy grew up in, we noticed that the taverns, they had burned down the basil and beer and basil. I really don't understand why that was a thing, to be honest. But as we got closer to the farm, we began to notice there was quite a lot of damage at various places along the way. I feel like something bad may have happened. ... And no, that's not periods. It's literally the words ...
I was half expecting him to write dun dun dun.
That would be good too. But yeah.
P.S. Dun dun dun.
P.S. I think Guy's an orphan.
I mean, once you become old enough, are you?
You're still an orphan.
Listen,
I think legally you're still an orphan.
Bruce Wayne's still an orphan.
No, he's like 40. He needs to just
He's
go to.
still an orphan.
He just needs to go to therapy.
His parents are dead.
Listen. You tell me that I'm gonna, like, regardless of what happens, I'm gonna be an orphan at 70. I don't think that's how it works. I think that's just my parents have moved on, and I'm 70 now.
All right. Well, I think I now know the theme of the week.
What is an orphan?
The great debate.
I don't think that should be the theme of the week. I'm gonna take a stand. I don't know how.
Yeah, taking a stab is usually how people end up becoming.
No, I said taking a stand. I'm sick, you dink.
I mean, taking a stand may also be how people become orphans.
If you stand up too fast and you get lightheaded and fall over and hit a table, sure.
Oh my God.
Or you take a stand and the person you're taking a stand against decides to just, stab.
You take a stand as you're on the roller coaster.
Or otherwise, as they stab or otherwise murder. Otherwise murder. That's an episode name.
Yeah. So, I think Theo and I kind of hung back and let Guy crest the hills, so at least I think that's where we left it off.
There was smoke coming out of the chimney. And all this because I didn't make a decision on what Guy's favorite tavern was. You petty man.
I don't know if this is all included as part of that.
You said
however,
just because of that, they're both burned down. And then it started getting more details about how people looked at Guy sad.
Well, both taverns are burned down because you stalled too long.
Listen, I'm not convinced. That's the theme of the week. Petty is silver. Oh, we joke. But
what's the pettiest thing you've done as a DM? That's the theme right there.
Or a player.
The players can never out-petty the DM. I'm sorry.
No, but players cannot.
It's not possible.
Well, they can, but that's how you get kicked out of the game.
Touche.
Which is the ultimate petty.
Also, you can out-petty the DM by using the rules against them.
No, that's just being a dick. It's different.
Listen, artificers exist for a reason, and it's to be very petty.
I welcome rules lawyers because I will kill you with rules.
I mean, fine. I don't rules lawyer.
Yeah.
It's a fun challenge. I will kill you. I will make sure your character dies in a way that you will have no way to recourse back and say it wasn't fair. Because it's exactly by the book and rules. Trust me, you want to play chicken, I'll win.
No, I don't want to play chicken. We only have one of those.
You can never out-petty the game master. It's not possible.
Alright, so you saw some So yeah, there was some of the fences around different fields and farms leading up the road. The one note that I did put in there that was a positive note was the pothole was fixed. That guy was
but there was
upset
another
about, but now
pothole.
there was a new pothole on the other side of the road that was starting to form. And for those of you that are in the northern Midwest, recently they plowed, so the pothole that they fixed is starting to come out.
The northern,
That's a gem for those of you
the
who
Midwest or
live
the
in
Mideast?
my neck of the woods. Yes.
The upper mids.
The Great Lakes area, is that better? I hate that they make us say that now. It's the Midwest, damn it.
I mean, listen.
I grew up, it was the Midwest. I've lived here all my life, it's the Midwest. It's the Midwest.
It's weird because it's never actually been the Midwest.
Yeah, Silver, I'm gonna point out that
It was.
Illinois is barely the Midwest, and it's further west than you.
It's just mid.
It's just mid. Hey, listen.
Okay, now those are fighting words.
Yeah, obviously Indiana is more mid than Illinois.
It's just the middle. It's just the middle.
Theme of the week. What's the most mid state? Not necessarily geographically, just generally.
Ohio.
It's not a state.
Ohio's too bad for being mid.
Yeah, next you're going to tell me about Australia. Come on, real places only tax.
Or Wyoming.
Well, Wyoming's real. We just
Wyoming
don't
is
like to talk
definitely a Fed state.
I thought that was Montana.
No, Wyoming. It doesn't exist. It's a federal installation.
I mean, it starts with the word "by."
Oh my.
Okay. You're stalling to go deal with your
squirrel.
parents. Go deal with your parents.
Yeah, deal with your parents.
Isn't that just the way of things?
Find out if you're a surprise orphan or not.
Listen. I'm pretty sure at most, one of my parents is dead. I don't know how comfortable Silver is with killing off many children.
Oh.
You are talking to the wrong people.
Listen, how comfortable Silver is killing off many children where there's receipts.
Listen, it's funnier to make many children orphans than to just make one child familyless.
This is getting dark.
This theme of the week's going to be all over the back.
Theme of the week. Should they talk about theme of the week during the middle of the episode? Can we just call this episode theme of the week? P.S. Guy's parents died.
You quit stalling, guy. I'll make it worse.
Remember the last time you stalled?
No, we didn't have a license to get a stall. Anyway, I crest the hill. There's smoke. There's fire damage. How many goats are out in the field?
How many goats did you have previously?
Like a couple dozen. I think 30 at most.
30? Jesus, that's a lot of fucking goats.
What are you trying to compete with the fucking mountain orcs?
Who do you think supplied the cheese for the taverns?
Golly, 30 goats.
No.
I didn't realize you guys were full on Texas ranchers.
No, like at most. I'd say before Guy left, it would have been maybe 15.
That was a nice topical one there for those of you who may or may not hear what we did to Tex in one of the episodes.
I didn't do
it. But no, so I'd say you probably would have had a more reasonable number of goats for like a small time field, like small time farm operation would probably be about 6 or 8. Going off of the operation that I don't even know what the relationship would be.
The because I said so clause.
No, it's it's an actual relation. It's my niece's grandmother. That's not my mother. That whatever that relationship is. I think they have about 6, and they're a very small goat farm operation.
Okay. I'm gonna argue that right before winter we probably have at most 8, and then going into winter suddenly we have 6 or 7. Gotta have those smoked meats.
I think goat's not super good eats for smoked meats.
Yeah, well, it's also Nordica. You gotta eat what you can eat.
All right, so say there's probably about 8 normally. Let's say there's now 10.
Okay.
I say there's 10, and you now actually see. You also see another 2 chickens on the farm.
2 chickens. Wow. Wait, did the money get here before I did? How's the house looking? It's not much, but how's it looking?
I mean, like I said, there's a little bit of damage. Stuff looks like it's been kind of repaired and partially boarded up and fixed. It's not like a really super clean job, but it's not. You can definitely tell that it was damaged and it's been since repaired.
Is it the kind of repair? And I'm gonna ask to roll for farming for this because I know this shit. Is it the kind of repair of like, oh, we just don't have the time and resources to do it right now, or is it the kind of repair of like, oh god, I don't know what I'm doing?
That sounds to me more like a crafting roll.
You listen. I've been so good about asking to roll for farming.
That's not a farming roll. I'm sorry,
but I'm on a farm. God.
Just 'cause you're on a farm doesn't mean everything's a farm.
21.
Roll.
Kiss my ass.
So 21.
Wait.
So it depends on where you're looking. Some of the area looks like. So some of the area looks like it's. Some of the area looks like it was actually patched by like a skilled hand. Other areas look like it was kind of a slapdash sort of repair. It definitely appears to be not all one person who did the repair. So
no, that's not better.
From it.
Okay. Well, I take my hat off and I knock on the door, assuming nobody's out in the fields working, which they should be.
I would say it's kind of like a lunchtime, so they're probably eating. They're probably taking a break. But so this is when it's pop quiz time.
Yeah. No.
Well, what was the name of your sister?
Which sister?
The second oldest.
Oh,
Pop quiz, baby!
And this is why you write stuff down in your notes section on your character sheet. All the names I remember are written down.
Listen. Listen. I feel like it was like Slasher or something. Do you know what it was, Silver?
I do know what it was. I have it right in front of me in my notes. It was Sasha Bell.
I knew it. Sasha for short.
I just had to stick that one there. I had to stick it. Make sure you actually pay attention to your own backstory.
If you ask me other names, I don't remember. And I don't think we ever gave Ma and Pa a name. They're just Ma and Pa.
So
to be fair, most kids don't know the names of their parents.
Fair. So about, I think it was like 3 years time difference. So about a 3 years older Sasha is the one who answers the door. However, I need to roll a thing real fast.
She'd be like 18 now? I think she was 15, wasn't she? You about to tell me my little sister got married?
You're not helpful thing I picked up.
Well, I know that
do this?
very well in real life.
So I think she'd come to the door with a. It's definitely like the broken stick off of a broom.
She's gonna club me.
Like ready to just knock the snot out of you until she recognizes who you are.
Hey, how you been?
Just gonna drop the broomstick and give you a
I wanna
hug.
hug her back. Where is everybody else? How you been?
Well, the siblings are all around the house, so she'll kind of yell, and you'll kind of see halflings emerge from different areas of the house.
Oh, that's a terrifying image.
Oh, they all have frying pans.
They all have like random frying pans and brooms.
One of them's got a
and
whisk, and it's the
shovels.
scariest one. What are you gonna do with that whisk? This isn't just a whisk; it's also a mace.
They gonna whisk it good.
It's got retractable spikes. I'm surprised she didn't do one of those, like, you know, the dad whistle. You know the one. The
No.
yeah, you put the please don't do it on the mic. We're not gonna do it. Hey everybody, we're not gonna do it on the mic. But the one where you put your fingers in your mouth, and it's that one that
Oh, Lord.
comedians talk about all the time about hearing like 15 blocks away. And that meant get home now. Get home 5 minutes ago.
That's the whistle. You better be home before this whistle stops.
You better teleport.
Yep, pretty much.
Where's
Bad.
Ma and Pa?
Well, they about a week after you were taken away, some of the local fearmongers in the town convinced everybody that they were hiding magic users and they were a threat.
Oh? And, yeah, what happened?
Well, some of the neighbors stayed to help fight, and that's why some of the other farms are a little damaged. There's a little riot, little fight. They didn't make it.
Where are the fearmongers? Did they make it?
Some of them didn't make it. Some of the ones who helped us didn't make it either. It's how we got some of the extra animals. Those the people who riled everything up were apologizing and helped fix the house.
That's a shitty way to
The
apologize.
neighbors killed him?
Hey, sorry we killed your dad.
They
Here's
fixed
a goat.
The house?
Yeah, well, you mind giving me names? I just want to talk to him.
It was years ago, and it's not really a shitty thing there. I mean, you got to think this is a poor farming community. They're like, we let things come to a head and apologize the only way they can.
Hey, we got your parents killed. Here's a goat.
All right, well, what about that?
Well, they got rid of the two people who made the income in the family, so you need someone to help make that income back.
Right. So,
So what I'm
what
hearing
about
is there's now a cheese shortage in the village.
Yeah, so what about the people who did help? Because I wouldn't mind going to thank them while I'm here. But so was it you who's been writing the letters this whole time, or
For the most part,
and nobody told me?
it was actually not my idea.
Whose idea was it?
It was one of the last things Mom asked me to do before she passed after her injuries.
That's it.
I was originally writing the words that she said.
Oh. Damn it. Well, I'm glad all of you are safe.
You caused a right panic when everything came out that you were practicing illegal magics in the farm. And then shortly after that happened, there was a big strike of champions against a granary off in the distance that had a cult in there or something.
Oh, those with the twisty knives and the weird masks. Yeah, I know them. You know how it's been like a month or two without any letters? Yeah, I got kidnapped by those cultists, so I guess we both didn't share information. Actually, there should be a parcel coming before too long with some money.
We'll keep an eye out. Do your friends want to come in?
Looks behind him with the other two. He looks really tired all of a sudden. Like sad, but like he's in Big Brother mode. He's like, I'm not going to emotionally deal with this in front of younger siblings type thing. Like, this isn't the time. He just turns around and says, do you want to come in for a bit and meet the rest of my kin?
Nudges Dork first. Because he's the awkward one.
Dork will step in and reach into his pocket and pull out.
Oh, no.
If it's a melted brainfish.
The squirrel tail that guy
You did this to yourself.
gave him many moons ago when their actual, Dork thought that they were bonding in friendship.
I mean, they were bonding in friendship. What do friends do other than mess with each other?
Yep. And he presents the squirrel tail to Sasha.
No.
I'm very sorry to hear about your parents. Your brother, Guy, gave this to me when we started traveling together as a symbol of our friendship, and I would very much like to give it to you now to show that we support you and we're sorry that your parents died because of him.
Hold on, I need to roll to decide if I'm going to do something.
If you're about to die laughing.
No, he's going to facepalm, and then he's going to get real quiet, and he's going to go, Dor, did you just propose to my sister?
I need to see if Dork is going to lean into this. Oh boy. You then see Dork.
What?
No.
What?
I'm not.
So, Guy, you were gonna roll your thing. What did you come up with?
Oh, I was just rolling odds or evens to see if I was going to continue to mess with him to try to lighten the mood a little bit.
What'd you do? Because I rolled out her reaction is, so I want to see what how this goes down.
Oh,
She's
no.
gonna smack me. I rolled an odds. I was like, evens, I'm gonna just be quiet and facepalm. Odds, I'm gonna be dumb. And I rolled a 1. This is very fitting. I'm gonna get smacked, and you know what? He's gonna deserve it.
Okay, so do your
I
stupid
did
thing.
my stupid thing. I said, did you propose to my sister? And
No, wait, does that mean when you gave the squirrel tail you were proposing to
No.
me?
smack. Right? What's my AC? Is that what you want to know?
What's your
Yeah,
AC?
no, it's gonna hit. It is the righteous fury of a younger sibling score, and it's gonna hit.
I mean, I rolled without any modifiers and 18
Yeah, I have
on the
17
die,
AC.
so
That hits. Like I said,
you get whacked with a broom handle.
you know what? I deserve it. You know, I like telling jokes when things get stressful.
Worth it.
So you get whacked with a broom handle for 1
That's fine.
damage.
Any amount of damage would be fine, so long as it's not 60. In which case, I think my sister should be going on this adventure rather than Guy. I think she could.
The barbarian
turns out
with a
she's a
broomstick.
No, she's not a barbarian. She's like level 20 or some shit. Like, she could solo this adventure. Like, wow, the fate, you fucked up. You picked the wrong sibling.
So she's gonna give you a whack with the broomstick, and she's gonna be like, "The hell are you doing to this man?"
Well, you see, he grew up very sheltered, and he says a lot of dumb things. So I've just kind of been leaning into it.
Theo kind of speaks up from the back. He's basically an easy target.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Was this offensive? Because I have other
Doric,
things.
Doric, we are friends. You can see it as a symbol of our friendship, but I have been messing with you the whole time.
So she gives Guy a second swat.
Yeah, gonna let it hit like he deserves it.
Didn't Pa teach you better than that?
Listen, I didn't have younger siblings to mess with every once in a while. I had to make do. They don't like jokes at school.
You can see the urge to swat again.
It's just like raised,
eyes,
like
doesn't happen.
He flinches slightly. I see,
it's like, keep it up.
I see. Ma taught you well. The other siblings are cowering, like peeking around the corner, like, oh no. Right. Well, Sasha Bell,
this is your mother's broom.
Oh.
Dork. Deep breath.
I think there's a grave I need to dig. I'll be back.
Well, listen, if I keep messing up, you might have to dig too. This is Doric. He's an ass. So am I. And this is Theo. He's okay.
So she is going to extend a hand for each of you to shake. Still giving a glare to Guy.
Really? She's not going to give a glare to Doric for asking if that was their mother's broom?
I mean, you've already told her that he's an idiot, so she's like, okay, makes sense.
And then gonna give a glance behind him to Ghost Grandpa and being like, well, meet the rest of the family. I bet he's loving... Actually, you know what? I bet he genuinely is loving that, because I bet he has wanted to, for literally years, to just smack Guy upside the head. And I bet he's secretly, like, drinking some ghost tea, being like, yes.
It's one of those, your sister is my favorite person.
I can see how I'm related to her. I don't know how you happened. She must take after my side of the family. Type vibes. Am I wrong?
Yeah, it's probably the kind of look he's giving. He's just not speaking. He's just kind of looking at you, just like, just kind of that squint, that disapproving squint that old people give.
Mr. Wilson.
Just kind of that look of like, you like, I'm not helping you with this. You're on your own.
None of the rest of you turned out magic, right? Because we learned the hard way. You got to go to school.
No, none of us did. As far as I'm aware, I do make sure to keep a close eye on everybody. However, James, he's off to go join the champions of Ordos.
That'd be the second youngest brother, right? Or the second oldest? Out of character? Yeah, that's so. Right. He's the one I was helping show how to fix the fence, I believe. No, really? Did he do that of his own free will, or is he trying to make ends meet here?
Just a shrug. He kind of left one night after we fought about it.
I'm really sorry, Sasha. Rest of you. I should have been here.
Well, I mean, it was only partly your fault for starting the things in motion, but it was everybody else's fault for overreacting one night at the bar.
Which bar was it? Because they're both gone.
I was just about to ask which one.
She kind of will sigh. She says, well, what started the fight was the supporters of us started at the one bar. After there's a big fight in the town, they all went to the beer and basil, and then the naysayers went to the basil and beer, and drinks and ire was raised.
Oh, and I bet the owners were fanning the flames because they was making money.
Well, they lost both their bars, so I guess the town got the last laugh on that one.
Yeah.
I mean, when you fan flames, they spread.
Shannon, really? Yeah.
Also, supposedly the Basil's opening the bar on her own, so I don't know why they keep putting the beer over there.
Can you repeat that? I didn't quite register in my brain.
She said that that Basil was going to open the bar on her own, but the beer brothers keep showing up on the signs and stuff.
Oh, you mean it's like the one that they were fighting over is trying to open up her own business, and they're like, "Me too," and she's like, "Fuck out of here." Is that what's happening?
Pretty much. Because I'm still going with the headcanon of they made it's the beer family and they're trying to court Basil, and she didn't want either one of them. So now she's going to make a bar on her own.
Well, I really would like the names of the people who've been helping out. I'll send a little money their way. I know times are tough, but it's probably lunchtime. So y'all eat yet?
We were just getting ready to, and we saw people coming up the road.
Oh, so you were getting ready to brain me, huh?
Yeah, if you needed
Well,
it.
listen, don't hit me again. I see you raising the club.
At least it's not a frying pan.
Why don't I whip something up for everybody, since I've been gone so long? I've been practicing cooking recently, because I unfortunately will not be able to stay, but I'll be sending as much support back here as I can, I promise.
I could use a break from cooking, so be my guest.
All right. You two, wipe your shoes off before you come in.
I think without realizing it, because of the type of person Theo is, he's already said about like repairing weird shit around the house.
But did he wipe his
With his
feet?
door screen, someone fix that. 100% probably didn't. Remember, he was raised by wolves.
Oh, you gonna get whacked. She probably just got done cleaning.
She's like hitting him for like 5 times. He doesn't even notice. He just keeps fixing shit.
No, he knows on the 5th one because it's a lucky hit. Ow, my shin.
Fixes
know
a
I take
wobbly table.
Should know I take down a taller guy, hit him in the shins, always. Shins and
Shins
knees.
and knees, and if you can reach something higher. Theme of the week. What am I talking about? Yeah, Guy will make some breakfast, give every one of his siblings a hug.
So you have some, because now they have the extra goats and the extra chickens, there's actually eggs and some goat cheese, so you can make your, you can add that to your breakfast. And give me your crafting roll for how good of a cooking
God,
you
I
do.
forgot. It's not. I really should train in crafting instead of just lore cooking.
Lore cooking is how to read a recipe. Crafting is how you actually
Natural
how well
21.
you actually cook it.
Bing bong. I got my not magic
like
frying
you make-
pan.
You know, I just realized that Theo might actually be good at cooking because of how high his crafting roll is.
No, he works with stones. He is 100% a baker, not a cook.
Well, I would say just because you have a high crafting roll doesn't necessarily mean you're a good cook. You're really good at following directions, but you're not good at actually doing the directions.
I mean, most cooks start by following directions.
I have a secondary question. Could I roll, potentially, a medicine check to add maybe some herbs to make sure my siblings get like a nice extra healthy meal?
I think instead of a medicine check, I think you need to do a cooking lore to see if you can add some herbs.
Some
in there
thyme,
that won't foul it. Because goat cheese is kind of difficult to cook with.
Yeah. I mean, you could add like fruits and stuff.
Burns so fast.
Super
23.
Okay. So you can find a good spice. I mean, I was thinking more of the spice blend side because goat cheese is a very strong taste to begin with. So if you try to do anything like a spice or herb blend, you can very quickly add way too much herb or not put anywhere near enough to to make the taste really funky.
I think I'll see like thyme and some rosemary and like maybe a berry added with goat cheese, and that's about it. Like at the store.
Yeah, berry's pretty good. There's a bunch of different stuff you can add to it. I happen to eat a lot of goat cheese.
It's low in lactates, right? Or lactose?
It's actually no lactase. No lactase in it. Or lactose.
So while he's cooking and Theo is fixing stuff, Dork would like to just sit in a chair there and like talk to his siblings that came out of the woodwork and kind of tell them about some of Guy's adventures. Talk to him about his riding of the dire wolf, just so that they understand.
Okay,
cool
so that to me sounds like you need to roll.
God, don't roll poorly. One time, guy wrote a dog.
A performance check on that one.
Performance.
If you're trying to make it like captivating
don't roll poorly
or
and tell him about him going gaga over the tall orc lady. We'll get him.
I'm just gonna go ahead and warn you, Jake. This is a flat roll.
No.
Hey.
No, you. Man.
I feel like Dork would get some of the details wrong. Like, it's not. It's just a regular wolf. It's not a dire wolf.
He forgets to explain to the kids that Dave wasn't a person; it was a goat.
Yeah, and he gets real awkward at one point and just starts pulling out things that he's collected, and he pulls that skull out accidentally in front of the kids.
I mean, it's probably just the goat skull.
No. Oh wait, you weren't with us.
Yeah, I wasn't. What?
Yeah, I turned the skull into a cup. Remember the cultist in the wood that we got the bag with like the head in it and stuff? So I used a spell to strip the skin and everything off of it and then crafted it into a like chalice.
Wow. Are you sure you weren't hanging out with the O'Briens instead of hanging out in Nordica?
So,
yeah.
Doric has become edgy.
This is what happens.
Not as edgy as Theo.
Yeah, this is what happens.
You left Doric alone with Theo
this is
too
what
long.
happens when Guy isn't around to balance out the Theo-ness.
Yeah. He's like, oh, nope, y'all don't need to see that. And puts it back in. And
these are children. They probably 1,000%.
Oh, somebody. Wait, no, hold on.
All the more
Listen,
reason.
So at least half of these kids have helped butcher a goat, okay?
He shows them the lamp that apparently is indestructible. Look, I can hit it. And he starts hitting it on the floor as hard as he can, and nothing happens to it. Gives it to some of the kids to like bang on
Doric,
things around the
don't
house
break my house.
to see if they could break it.
Cracks one of the floorboards. Theo comes over, just OCD, starts trying to fix it.
It wouldn't be trying to fix it. It would look like it was never cracked.
Just idea for magic item. A Roomba with built-in mending.
A mending Roomba?
Yeah, it cleans up, and then it's like, oh no, scratch floor.
You're becoming an artificer.
Listen. I'm writing the next campaign. So.
That's actually not what it's called.
The spell?
No, the class.
That's Tinkerer in Pathfinder.
Tinkerer.
No,
There's a couple of them.
the
There's like a
Inventor,
Trap
I
Master or
believe.
something.
Oh, it's the Inventor?
I think it's the Inventor. Could be wrong.
Pathfinder's got a lot of classes.
Yeah.
I actually bought the Pathfinder books. I need to spend some time. I'm going to probably take them to work. And read
Fun
lunch
fact,
breaks.
you can
I'm going
you
to
can
be
get
that
some
guy.
of the books with the built-in Foundry applications, and it'll plug it all into here.
Yeah.
Ooh, I should see if I have those.
Some of them have the QR codes.
And also, if you find any Pathfinder 2e third parties that have Foundry VTTs, you could just purchase those instead. Anyway,
Yeah, I'll have to look and see if I have them on my books.
so I'm gonna cook a nice. We got some ingredients from the last time we're in. I'm gonna cook a nice. I don't know food. Like a nice,
It's not so
Name-
easy,
name a-
is
name-
it?
name a protein.
like a nice.
A full English breakfast is what you just made.
I was gonna say like a nice quiche with a side of buttered bread with maybe a little bit of jam. Well, I have eggs, I have cheese, I have herbs as quiche.
You made a hipster breakfast for a bunch of country bumpkins.
Quiche? What, are you telling me that quiche is hipster? Tex.
1000%.
It's just egg pie.
It's either that or grandma take your egg.
No. According to my family, it is like the most bougie thing they ever
A
had.
quiche.
My family was completely and utterly blown away by us bringing a quiche to Christmas one year.
Did they like it?
Yes, but everybody was just like, they're just
No,
completely just
bougie is
blown
the
away
mini
by
quiches.
what
I just
this
made
thing is.
I made a big scrambled egg omelet thing.
No, I'm telling you, if you're saying
Don't
quiche
you
is not
avocado
like,
toast me, Ograd.
That's not even bougie.
Not that. Well, that's true.
It's just expensive.
That's
But no,
surprisingly
it-
cheap to make.
The avocados.
it's actually really funny.
God,
Yeah, it was pretty funny. Mary can verify that
I couldn't
story.
think of any other food
Hilarious.
that's made with a goat cheese. Okay, I don't eat a lot of feta.
It's any kind. You can just substitute it for any type of cheese.
Listen,
You could make
Pretty much.
chorizo.
I don't know what. Isn't that a sausage?
Chorizo tacos.
I thought chorizo was sausage.
It is.
It's a type
It is
it is a type of sausage, but they typically use feta cheese for the topping for it.
I don't think goat chorizo would be good.
It'd be really lean.
Listen, I'm also up
Super
here in New
lean.
Hampshire. Like we got syrup.
So make pancakes. You got a waffle
No,
iron.
I
What
left the
fuck?
waffle iron in the tavern because I didn't want people to think I stole it.
You're in a house that has doors.
Wait. Do you want to make waffles? Because I can make this happen.
God.
Did you get a waffle spell? 'Cause is there a
Nope,
waffle spell?
But I'm going to go ahead and cast one of my second level spells,
Oh my
a
goodness.
thoughtful gift, which allows me to teleport one object of light or negligible bulk to my hand. So I teleport his waffle iron to my hand
Okay, so
and
I'm
give
gonna
it
make
to him.
waffle. I'm
That's
gonna
not how
make.
that spell works.
Listen.
Yeah, it
really
is.
cool. So
No, from your hand to the target. It has to already be in your hand.
this is assuming Dork didn't go into Guy's room and steal the waffle iron for later.
Oh, damn it! I read it wrong.
Oh,
I mean, you're also in a house that probably has a waffle iron, to be fair.
listen.
It's valid.
But no, I was going to say,
A lot more useless spell than I thought. It was.
No, because you can use it to give people potions and shit.
I will honestly
true.
say, a little bit of crumbled feta on scrambled eggs, very, very good.
Yeah, listen. I'm making some sort of egg dish, and it's also a farming family. It's not bougie. It's a hearty meal for working on a farm.
All right, so that was a weird
tangent.
Roundabout way of
Yeah,
things
listen,
happening.
I make food. Food is made.
You mean you couldn't tell this was how this was going to happen?
I mean, I figured it was going to go weird. I just think it was going to go this weird. Because we're about at the time where normally we would kind of trim, but we also aren't quite there yet.
Right, so I make food.
Any
Families
usels.
get told stories. Doric is...
Being Doric.
Theo's being Theo.
Listen, you gotta realize, out of the three of us, Theo's the one who's lost 2 sets of parents. So he's just fixing shit to stay out of your way.
So I think since you guys are there and all the reminiscing and everything's going on, it probably come to nightfall a lot. That nightfall before you think it's gonna be nightfall sort of thing. They would offer to allow Theo and Doric to stay. However, the only place that have a space large enough for Theo to lay down would be out in the barn.
Wait a minute. Counterpoint. I want my family to experience staying in a nice place. I'm gonna go rent rooms in the tavern for them to stay in.
The tavern's burnt down.
No! The Fates Rest Tavern, ding dongs.
Oh.
Yeah. They have showers and stuff. What are you talking about?
I'm not sure. I would like to think that there's like a little group huddle where this idea is presented, and I'm not sure that's the best idea. Are other people allowed in there?
I mean, I'm sure they'd appreciate the business. I'm gonna go ask. I'm not just gonna bring them in. Yeah, I'm also gonna ask.
I don't mind sleeping in the barn either.
Yeah, but like,
Do you have beds large enough?
listen, it's not that I don't care about you guys, but like, so it's not true when I say like I don't care about you guys. Is that I want my family to experience like a nice bed, like a nice warm shower. I'm gonna go ask if they can stay there for one night.
Theo puts his
about
hand
the
on
doors.
Theo puts his hand on Doric's shoulder. I don't think Guy's family has duvets.
I think we should stay at the tavern.
You got your cloak. We don't even got one of them.
But we
fancy
need to
cloaks.
warn the little kids about the doors. You don't want any of them going into the pumpernickel room.
Oh, dear
I actually
Lord.
didn't mind the pumpernickel. It was nice and spicy.
You know, thinking about it, that may not be a good idea.
Bringing them to the tavern.
Because I'm pretty sure the only one of the agents that might tolerate children is the one who actually has a child.
You're telling me that Lark wouldn't care if there were kids there, so long as they stay out of his hair? You telling me Lily wouldn't mind so long as they leave her alone?
I think if there was any kind of mess, it would not go well.
I think you'd be in a lot of trouble if there was a mess.
I get in trouble there.
Yeah, you get in trouble there.
You get in trouble
Do not
everywhere.
listen. You tell me you don't think my sister and I can't keep him in line, especially my sister.
You don't think your sister is going to use this chance to do everything she hasn't been able to do while taking care of your
But
sibling?
that's the whole point. I want to give her a break.
So just send her.
Yeah, but listen, I can't play favorites.
Yes, you can.
I'm not going to. I'm going to go in. I'm going to tell my family. I'll be right back. Hold on a minute. Who's
He
working?
walks into a broom
I
closet.
walk into the broom closet. I need to take a business meeting. The family is concerned.
He means he's going to see a man about a horse. That's another
Speaking of
key for this.
horses, I'm going to go. Is there room in your barn for our horses?
Yeah, we have. They're goat size, so it'll be a little tight, but
I have a pony. It's okay.
the pony will be fine. But the horse might be a little cramped.
I'll ask him if he wants to stay in the barn or wander the pasture tonight.
She'll whistle to one of the boys to show you the
It's the middle
barn.
child.
It's the new
Bradley.
guy.
The new guy.
Yeah, he has to do all the dirty chores because
It's-
nobody else
it's-
wants to do them. He's now the new guy.
So who's working the tavern tonight? Also, time works over there,
Let's
so...
roll a die. We'll roll a die and see which one's working the tavern. Let's see. Did I move them somewhere else? Oh, yeah, I did. Put them in this folder. Oops, not that folder. This folder.
Click, click, clickety-clack.
Oh, good. So, it happens to be Lily.
Hey, Lily. How you been?
The strictest one.
Working and living the dream.
Well, speaking of dreaming, are other people allowed to come into this tavern?
I mean, we are a tavern, but I will warn you, it's not exactly safe to travel through the doors if you're not a Fateless.
Oh, so I can't let my family have a nice single night in the tavern?
I mean, like I said, you can, but there can be
Like
dangers.
Oh, you have the ability to make there be less orphans in the world.
By killing them, Ogren?
Yeah. Yeah.
Episode title, The Orphan Solution.
Well, orphan tears.
Oh.
No, so she's gonna like, well, the dangers can be pretty varied.
You get a tall halfling.
I mean, there's anything from you might get lost between doors.
Oh, yeah, no. There's a lot of them.
There's a chance of that. It's not very large, but it is possible. There's also the chance of you leaving at one time and coming back at a different time. The occasional weird thing will happen. We had one elf who now has a beard because of going through the doors. We don't know how that worked, but it worked.
I would laugh so much if my sister got a beard, but she would hit me if she heard me say that.
So, I mean, it is possible, but it does carry
Right,
risk.
I'm not going to risk it with my
not
family.
very large, but...
Can I rent, like... Man, I really wanted to treat him while I was here. How about...
Well, the positive side is if you guys complete your quest and you fix magic, then there won't be the risk anymore. It works in other places in this world, just not on Tillendor.
Right, so if we fix magic, they'll be able to stay here?
Yeah, because it will stabilize everything back out, so it shouldn't have
Hells,
any
maybe
problems.
one of them will end up liking the place so much they'll want to work here.
I do believe if travel turns back to normal, we will definitely need the help.
I think that's funny. That the idea of orphans working at the bar that is ran by two adopted orphans is really funny to me. I don't know why.
Listen, just the way it works.
Orphanception.
More orphans.
It's like one of those things they'd never turn them away. Because I can't turn them away. I don't care how evil they are.
Yeah, besides, like, it's not like... Anyway, alright, then what do you have for desserts?
So she has a smirk and says, depend on what you're looking for desserts. I may not have it here, but I can always get it.
Something sweet that children can enjoy. But maybe not too sweet. I don't know. Honey or cream based? I don't know. You got cake? What you got?
Just gotta think about it and like, I might have a couple ideas.
And how much? Whether it be money or favor.
Oh, you'd be willing to give a favor?
Depends on the favor.
Dangerous.
Like, if it's an organ, it's going to be a hard ask. But if it's like, can you deliver this package? So long as I'm definitely not going to jail, I don't mind.
Well, the nature of favors for the tavern they're more of a marker.
Right? So, something about a pan?
No, you'll pledge a favor, and when the time is right, you'll be asked to deliver on said
Well,
favor.
like, listen, money or favor, but like I said, I'm not giving up body parts for this. Like, I love my family. I don't love them enough to give up like a leg for some cake.
Then you don't love your family.
Listen, if they were starving, I'd give up a leg for cake. They're doing fine. I just want to treat them while I'm here.
So yeah, I think. How many do you need?
Does he have like 9 siblings still there?
His poor mother.
It was probably her idea. The youngest are twins.
His poor mother. Still, his poor mother.
Wait, no, one of them left.
A
So
lot.
there's 9 total. There's 7.
7?
There's 9 total. There's Guy. Then there's James.
Yep.
Sasha Bell's the oldest daughter. And then there is 6 more. 9 total. So he only needs enough
Okay,
for
so
7.
just like, okay, I have an idea. So it's either going to be, let's say, you said for 7, so 7 gold, or a favor to be delivered upon a later date.
You know what? Let's just do the favor. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you're not gonna have me like go and murder innocent people. I feel like the owner would be upset about that. I'm pretty sure.
I mean,
Lily.
it's all about balancing. If you knew some of the friends that the owner has, you definitely wouldn't think
Right.
that.
Well, listen.
He's friends with a very shady character.
Several.
Okay. Well then,
Well, one is particularly well known to Lily.
all right. Then how about 7 gold? Because now I don't trust that favor. I just got out of jail. I'm not looking to go back in.
She'd probably grin a little bit and say, it's probably for the best. I'll be right
All right.
back.
Count out the gold. Put it on the table. I used to have a lot of money.
So she
I'm
is.
still richer than Dork.
She's going to. She's going to grab. She's going to pull a key from her clothing, and she's going to go through a side door in the tavern. You hear this. You hear noises of a busy marketplace through the doorway before the door closes. And then she's going to come back with it's a wooden box.
What's in the box?
What is it? It's not pumpernickel, right? Like, I like it, but I don't think the youngins will like it too much. It was real spicy.
No, it's sure. It's not pumpernickel. It's a dessert. It's one that I happen to enjoy.
It's non-alcoholic, right? I'm not looking to get the youngins drunk.
It's rum cake.
No, it's not. No alcohol's in it. Although I figured I did get something a little bit extra for your sister. It's in a blue box inside there.
All right.
Tell her she'll want to have it tomorrow, not today.
That's not ominous at all. All right, fair enough. Listen,
Legitimately, of the 3 of them, Lily's the only one I would trust to buy food anyway.
Like a specific time of
Yeah,
day
so,
that she should
she'll-
have it, or just specifically tomorrow?
No, I just wouldn't have it before you're trying to go to bed. It's not going to work
As
out
a
very
coffee?
well.
Oh man, I love coffee.
A little stronger than that.
Oh no.
It's a
Here's the
Yeah,
riddle.
it's a can of Loca Lola.
She's like, I had to I kind of had to raise Lark, so I know what she's going through, at least to a smaller extent.
Did you get
Wait, I thought
did
they
you
were
get my
friends.
sister a whiskey? Okay.
No. Whiskey would help you sleep, so
Hey,
no.
listen, you don't know the fields in whiskey. Depends on how much whiskey.
Yeah, so she'll set the box on the counter and take your
All right.
gold.
Well, thank you kindly. You have a good night. And, take care. We'll grab his waffle iron while he's there, so he can make waffles for breakfast.
Okay.
I come back. I didn't get dessert for the two party members, and I realize that now. But
Meh.
Doric
It's
maybe
fine.
traumatized my siblings,
oh.
and Theo probably would prefer a drink.
Actually, Theo's happy as hell. He's fixing shit. I roll the dice to
So-
see how he's feeling right now. He likes fixing shit.
So I will I'll cut here at the end here when you open the box.
What's
for
in the
dessert.
box?
You open the box for the dessert. You see the blue box
Uh-huh.
off to the side, and then you see there's 10 of these cups.
Okay.
It looks like there's some kind of ice cream on top, but below it's this it's kind of like a green color.
Oh, I thought it was going to be a root beer float.
I mean, it could be a root beer float. It's just green roots.
Green? Ooh.
I mean, they used to.
No, what I'm giving you here is actually so far my favorite ice cream flavor
Is it
from
pistachio?
my local ice cream place here. No,
Okay,
pistachio.
good.
It's key
That's
lime
fine.
pie.
Listen, if you're gonna tell me,
Ooh,
listen,
that's-
this is my hot take. I've had pistachio ice cream. It's mid at best.
Yeah, so you notice that there are 10 of these cups of this green. It actually has like a little bit of like pie crust in it too.
So is
It's
it-
like this
is it
green
little
ice cream?
Cute, cupped key lime pie with ice cream.
No, it's actually key lime pie flavored ice cream with chunks
Oh,
of
that
pie
sounds
crust.
awesome.
It's
sounds great.
fantastic.
First of all, lime ice cream in general is awesome.
You wouldn't think it would be mixing cream with an acid, but it's pretty good.
It's still better. I thought he was going to go with the chocolate chip, y'all. I was about to judge him.
Wait, what's wrong with mint chocolate chip? Theme of the week: ice cream
Anywho.
flavors.
So yeah, you're able to hand out all these desserts. And you can give the special box to
I've
Sasha.
been told by somebody that you should have this tomorrow, and that she knows what it's like to help raise your younger siblings, and that you'd appreciate this. But don't take it before bed because you might not be able to sleep.
That's
Kinda-
not what... Is that what Lily said? I don't think she said she wouldn't be able to sleep.
Like, it'd be-
So it'd be hard to
I said
sleep.
you might not
Hard
be able to
yeah, I
sleep.
understand.
Yeah, so she'll kind of look at you like that raised eyebrow, like, what are you talking about? But that is where we will cut it there. As the family sits there and eats their ice cream, Theo and Doric can have some ice cream as well as you settle in for a night at the Fields house.
I do think. I'm assuming we're gonna pick up the next day, right? I do
That's the plan.
think that after everybody goes to sleep, Guy is going to go outside to where his parents are buried, probably just stand there for a while.
Something you're probably gonna laugh at. When you go outside, you hear Theo hammering away fixing something in the barn. He's used to taking first watch, so he's like wide awake.
And he just had a bunch of sugar too, so it doesn't help anything.
Well, it's a nice cover up. There's probably a couple tears go down his cheeks, gently caressing any sort of headstone there is, saying like, "I'm sorry, Ma. Sorry, Pa. I'll make sure to do right by them. And thanks for everything." Anyway, Discord, join us on there.
Oh, that's a horrible segue.
Wow. Hard stop.
Yeah. Listen, the way I deal with stressful emotions is I make jokes, so... The way I deal with good emotions is I make jokes. I tell jokes. I have a lot of feelings. Let's talk about them on the Discord. If you're still not on the Discord, don't let guys' parents have died in the vein. Get on the Discord.
Jeez. Well, he also never said his jokes were good, so there's
Listen,
that.
they're still looking for a fourth member. It's just a matter of time. You know, you can apply on the Discord. I don't think they're actually looking for a fourth member yet, but, you know, your odds are better if you join the Discord.
And if you have enjoyed our... We're just going to go with shenanigans. Tonight was rather shenanigan. Sure, why not?
Shenanigee. I like that.
Yeah, I know.
How'd you know the youngest sibling's name?
Give us that rating. Oh man! Give us
Dork.
a rating review if you think we
Be very careful.
Give us those 5 orphans.
God damn it! What the hell, man? I thought we were cool. I'm taking back the squirrel tail.
All right, you need to rephrase that though, because we don't want people to actually send us 5 orphans.
This is true.
Yeah.
Please,
What if it's just
give
adults
us,
whose parents?
Maybe ice cream.
Yeah, five key lime ice.
5 squirrel tails.
Yeah, or 5 squirrel tails. Any of them. 5 of something that sounds valuable and positive in life. How's that? Give us that rating and review. If you don't give us the 5s, hey, we get it. We're not perfect. We're just professional amateurs. To steal Silver's line. And,
No, I say amateur professional.
oh, it's amateur. Damn it. Oh well. We'll fix it in post. But
I don't think we will. Listen. This is either going to be our one of our best episodes or one of our worst episodes.
Also, here's the thing. You said give you something of value.
Are you telling me orphans aren't
so
valuable?
Are you telling me that you want 5 orphans because they're more valuable than regular children?
I have the worst joke.
I'm going to plead the
That is a
one,
good answer.
On the advice of my lawyer.
Oh my god, guys!
I think your lawyer needs to speak up more. You need to pay that person more money.
Listen, I think maybe we pay them too much. They haven't given us a lot of advice. Everybody, I'm so sorry for this episode.
And you could always talk to us on our different social media accounts: Instagram, Twitter, not Twitter, X, formerly Twitter, and Facebook. Of course, Discord is also technically a social media too, so you can always reach us there. And just hit us up. We're always listening. With every episode, we release a graphic.
Oh, what is this one going to be?
Yes. I think I have an idea, but it depends on the episode title. And with every graphic, there's a hidden image. If you can find the hidden image, let us know. We'll give you a shout out.
Okay, so I just had an epiphany.
Words that are hard to say. Theme of the week.
Epiphany. I just had an epiphany here. I think Elon Musk is a George Strait fan.
I don't know what that means.
What does that have to do with anything?
All my exes live in Texas.
And
I think we're gonna skip over the theme
we're
of the
going to
week.
cut theme of the week. We gave y'all enough during the episode.
Yeah, you know what? Theme of the week. Pick your favorite theme of the week, and then give an answer with no context.
No, I had
Okay,
a
what
good
is
theme
it?
of the week, but I literally, as you said X, and my brain was like, he moved the company to Texas, then changed it to X.
Ugh.
I just like,
Listen, I've been calling you
blown.
Cedar.
He
Well,
is
no,
legitimately Pud Master General. He does that shit all the time.
I know. But my brain was just like
I feel
mind
like he
blown.
would
I'm like, I
appreciate
just
it if
suddenly...
he got the reference.
Yeah. So theme of the week, I did have a couple here that I thought were funny, but I will start with the serious one, then add the joke ones afterwards. The serious ones. I wanted to revolve around the idea of like, you know, the superstitious folks who kind of live in this very regimented world, and something, you know, really crazy happens. Like, you know, somebody's been hiding a magic user, and how that town and how those people would react. That's kind of what I was going with for here. So, you know, they've been told for years that magic is dangerous, and this family's been hiding a magic user for who knows how long. And they finally got escorted out, and, you know, tempers are raised, out, you know, drinks are poured, people fuel the flames, and then it just, you know, went off. So I just wanted to kind of roll that around of like, you know, ways that you've worked in that sort of like superstitious folks into like world building for, you know, cities and towns and, you know, world stuff like that. Just kind of how that kind of works into some of your world building. And now for the joke ones. How old do you have to be to not be considered an orphan if your parents die?
That's a good one.
And two, how petty do you think Silver is as a GM?
On a scale of 1 to 10 or what?
Yeah, what's the
How are we
scale?
measuring this?
I mean, like you can do like 1 to 10, or like, you know, what are some things you think I might do? Like that'd be kind of fun.
God,
not allowed to answer
don't
this
do
one.
that. He's looking for ideas.
don't do it for
Do
ideas.
not
Just
feed
rate it-
into his machinations.
Rated 1 to 10 orphans.
I
Answer's
did
12.
that.
Listen, I'm not allowed to answer this because I've played too many games of yours.
I believe the answer is.
So I know
Quite.
the answer.
Yeah.
I mean,
Silver.
We'll just,
maybe.
You killed guy's parents.
Let's just
put it
and then
this way.
He hit guy with a stick 3 times.
Let's just put it this way. Do not metagame in
Oh,
Silver's
I don't
game.
usually.
Don't do it. Even by accident. Don't
I did
fucking
it
do
once by accident.
I don't
It's
know
mostly
if
fun.
we're smart enough to do it anyways. George sure as hell ain't.
it. I do everything I can to avoid it. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do not accept
Ooh,
metagaming.
another theme of the
That is probably my rule 1 in any game.
Another theme of the week. What are the rest of Guy's siblings named?
Don't give Guy ideas. He needs to do it himself.
There you go.
He's the one who gave himself 9 siblings.
Guyverson's real name is Mulligan, so they had to try again.
No. That's James's middle name. Because he was the try again.
Oh.
Alright.
Good night, folks.
Good night, everybody.
Good night,
We love you.
everybody. We love y'all.
Love you.
Bye.
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 Can I ask your sister if she wants me to reanimate your parents?